and those that are on YouTube or other virtual ways of joining us. We begin our service as we sing together in Name Atov Umanaim, how good and how pleasant it is to celebrate Shabbat together. Of the service. Thank you very much for all the hard work you've done and making sure that you will do great tonight. And I would like to invite your teachers, Bani and Alex, to lead us with the blessing over the fruit of the vine and the blessing of the candle. We turn to page 2 to bless the candles.
Asher ki shining b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu v'chatik v'yasham Shabbat.
We turn to page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri
Turn now to page 20 to welcome the Sabbath bride as we sing together Lecha Dodi.
Shabbat,
And we rise as we turn to page 28 for the Gospel.
Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Sivaot is your name, ever-living God. May you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim.
And we turn to page 33.
As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me, you mean the struggle for me too. Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
And we turn to page 34 for the calling of the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Mahu Tov Le'olam Va'ed. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever.
Please be seated. We now go to the Ve'ahavta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך.
והיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך.
ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוקבך ובקומך.
וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, וחיו לטוטפות בין עיניך.
וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you on this day shall be upon your heart, shall be upon your heart, and you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and when you rise up, and you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be the frontlets between your eyes. You shall write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
And we turn now to page 40 to read the beginning of Mi Chamocha.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא, עושה פלא. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש.
Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. As we turn to page 46 to read the beginning of the tefillah.
Adonai Sifatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Good job.
Adonai.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, God of our fathers and mothers, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob, God of Sarah, God of Rebekah, God of Rachel, and God of Leah, the great, mighty, and awesome God, transcendent God, who bestows loving kindness, creates everything out of love, remembers the love of our fathers and mothers, and brings redemption to their children's children for the sake of the divine name. Sovereign deliverer, helper, and shield, blessed are you, Adonai, Sarah's helper, Abraham's shield. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, ve'ezrat Sarah. You are forever mighty, Adonai. You give life to all. You cause the wind to shift and rain to fall. You sustain life through love, giving life to all. Through great compassion, supporting the fallen, healing the sick, freeing the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you, a sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up and faithfully giving life to all? Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. We turn to page 61 for the blessing for shalom, the blessing for peace. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with shalom. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Thank you.
all need courage and healing and strength in our lives, in the life of everyone we care for. The words for the Mishe Berach, the prayer for healing and courage and strength, are on page 253. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And thank you very much for the amazing fourth graders and their teachers for leading us so beautifully in the service. We're going to watch a video of about 2 to 2.5 minutes having Rabbi Alexander Duchovny, a friend and a colleague from Kiev in the Ukraine, speaking to us. Rabbi Duchovny was a rabbinical student intern at my first pulpit in Jerusalem when I was serving there as a rabbi in Ariel congregation. He then served for a few years in London and is now the rabbi of a Tikva congregation in Kiev and the chief rabbi of all 47 Reform congregations in the Ukraine. He was visiting family and friends in London until 3 days before the Russian invasion started. His friends and family tried to stop him from going back to Kiev, but he told them that his grandfather did not leave the USSR when the Nazis invaded, and he's not going to leave his congregants when they need him most. And he went back to Kiev. He is in the shelter there, communicating with all the congregations in the Ukraine, and also sending messages to friends and colleagues all over the world. So we're going to see a very short message that he recorded on Facebook just 2 days ago. Please.
Dear friends and colleagues, temples and synagogues, members of the World Union for Progressive Judaism all over the world. I'm talking to you from the basement of the 5-story building which was built during the Stalin's regime. This is only a place where we can hide from airstrikes, from bombardments. Kiev is on lockdown. But today is the last day of winter, and spring is coming. Spring usually brings hope for bright future. And with your help and support, which you're giving via emergency call of the World Union for Progressive Judaism, this is so important for Ukrainians and for Jews of Ukraine, who are still here in Ukraine like I am, to be safe and to promote the values of Judaism and values of humanity. First of all, I would like to thank all of you who already donated via this emergency call of the World Union for Progressive Judaism. Secondly, I would like to say that it's so important for my congregants, not only from the Hatikva congregation in Kiev, but also from other 47 formally registered Reform Liberal Progressive congregations of Ukraine, to feel your shoulders, your hearts, and your souls. It's a difficult time, very emotional, but I know that you're with us, and we know that always good is overtaking evil, and this is what will happen. It will happen because we are one big Jewish family, and you are supporting not only Jews of Ukraine, you are supporting the values of Judaism, you are supporting the values of humanity, and you are helping us to garden young democracy and sovereignty of Ukraine. Thank you so much to all of you. Love from the basement in Kiev. Rabbi Alexander Duchovny.
Was written by Rabbi Nachman of Wroclaw, a rabbi from the 19th century in the Ukraine. Source of Shalom, ruler of Shalom, grant Shalom to your people Israel. Let the Shalom spread to all your creatures. Let there be an end to hatred, to jealousy, to competition between people. Let there be only great love and Shalom between us all, so that we can all gather together, everyone with their fellow, speaking to each other, learning the truth from one another. Allow inta salamu minka salamu, Adona Shalom Balcheinu B'Shalom, source of Shalom, bless us with Shalom. And let us say, Amen. Our anthem? We're rising again as we're going to page 283 for the Aleinu. Please rise. Please join me as we read together at the middle of page 283. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else. We turn to page 287 and we read together on the top of the page. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Loved each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace.
Bayam Adonai
turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation, whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat we remember especially Joshua Fink, Raymond Allen Sr., Sandra Friedson, Max P. Goldberg, Alfred Joseph Jr., Benjamin Kobe, Rosalie Morris, Lloyd Schuster, Harriet Dichter, Walter Zukov, Janet Frocht, Philip Katz, Arthur M. Mickler, Sophie Loeb, Theodore Myers, Raymond Smith, David Gradman, Joy Siriano, Rose Swaito Bloom, Beatrice Schwartz, William Pincus, Jack Earl Ely, Ida Horowitz, Harry M. Schrader, Irene Smith, Susan Kling, Jack Sandler, Norm Herman, Leonard Shorin, John Dorkin, Pauline Rosenzweig, Leonard Lenny Lerner, Elaine Lang, Robert Lerman, Jack Walter Dworin, Joseph Smiley, Eva Heller, Stuart Schrader, Maury Zuckerman, Herman Pure, and in recent days, Bert Minushkin, Arlene R.L. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. With the blessed memories of our loved ones in our hearts, we rise and we turn to page 294 to say together the Mormon's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה על שמי דקודשה בריחו, ואלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה, may the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Amen. Our closing song is עושה שלום.
Oh
Shabbat Shalom. Get my props. My props. Here. So a huge, huge mazal tov to our amazing 4th grade class. This small but mighty group of students is so wonderfully supportive of each other. What a testament that is to their families, all of whom are here, and really to each of them as well. Thank you for entrusting their Jewish education to us. Major thanks to their teacher, Bonnie McCullough, and our veteran 4th grade assistant, Alex Norton. I can't believe that he is going to college next year. You all are going to be receiving some beautiful Shabbat candlesticks. There are 2, I promise. I just took one out. Thank you as always to everyone for supporting our Passover candy sale, which provides the funds for these beautiful gifts, and that all of the students receive when they have their grade level services. 4th graders, if you will meet me after services in the back, kind of over next to those windows, and I will give you your Shabbat candlesticks. And Mazel Tov again.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and please say Shabbat Shalom to someone you never met before. And also please take some of the baked goods that the women of Reform did and prepared for us. Shabbat Shalom, and may it be a restful Shabbat and Shabbat of Shalom.